Hey guys, good evening and welcome back to Warhammer Club Aston. Tonight I'm just going to do a small update on how far I've got with the British Bulge tanks. As you can see in front of you, I've got them all undercoated, base coated, washed, and quite a heavy dry brush. What I'll do is I'll go through the stages that I've gone to and what my next stages will be. I think this week I should get them finished, maybe before the weekend, but I'm not sure. Anyway, here we go. So what I use first this one, bronze green from Vallejo. I mixed it 50-50 with airbrush thinner to throw it through my airbrush, and I go over the whole tank, including the bottom, with this. It takes a couple of coats because I thin it quite a lot. I like nice thin coats. Firstly, if they're plastic models, I'll hit them with Vallejo black primer. But if it's a metal model like this old Churchill ARV, then I hit them with an aerosol can. And also a Cuckoo. I hit them with an aerosol can. Because here you can see actually, on the metal, if you don't hit it with an aerosol can on the metal models, they start to wear. Here you can see the green has come off, and here's some on the track as well from the turret. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. I hit them with an aerosol can, just cheap black primer. In the UK, guys, you buy it from Halflings, I think. Here in Holland, I get it just from a cheap shop. It costs £1.99 for a can. But anyway, so that's the first layer, bronze green. It is Vallejo 70897. And then what I then do is once it's dried, I then hit it from the top at about 45 degrees. I'll hit it with Russian uniform. That colour is 70924. And then I'll hit it all around the tank from about 45 degrees from the top. Okay, and then what that gives you is, if you look at the top of the tank here, it's quite a nice light green, but if you look from the bottom, it's actually really dark. Here you can see, sorry, here you can see the difference. You know, it's nice green, olive green, and here at the bottom it's quite dark. I like the way it works. It just gives a little bit of pre-shading, ready for the next step. The next step is then an all-over wash with Citadel Agrax Earthshade, but I mix it 50-50 with what's it called from Games Workshop? I can't think what it's called. A paint without colour. Lamium Medium. So I mix that 50-50, and I've got this pot with 50-50 on it, and I've got a normal pot that's not diluted, but I use that. I don't use that on Flames of War. And then what I've done is I then take my Mahusive old dry brush, once that's dry, and then I hit it again with quite a heavy dry brush of Russian uniform. That then just gives the edges a little bit of a sharp point, and if any of the wash has settled like this one has here, it's settled on a flat area, I like to sort of go over it with the Russian uniform just to get the colour back. I obviously don't have shading on flat areas. And then what I've done tonight is I've just tried this. I tried it with my D-Day boys, and I liked the way it looked. I then take Iraqi sand. This one is 70819, and I take almost all of the paint off my dry brush, and then I go over the tank again, really light, so it's almost unseeable. This one I hit the light a bit too hard, and quite a lot of paint came off. But I don't really put a lot on, but it just makes the tank, especially at this scale, pop. So that's what I do there. That's the stage I'm at now. What I'll do next is I then take Vallejo Model Air Black, I'll do the tracks, I'll do the tires, I'll do all of the metal work for the tools with Vallejo Black. That is 70950. Then I take, this is really good colour, Citadel Iron Warriors. It's a really nice, really dark metallic. And then that will go on the MGs on the top, lightly over the tracks, and any MMGs. That gives it a nice metallic-y colour, nice base colour for the next stages. If you don't have Iron Warriors, there is another colour from Games Workshop, Lead Belcher. Lead Belcher is also good. And then once you're done with Lead Belcher, just hit it all with the Iron Warriors. I hit it again with Null Oil just to make it a bit dirtier. So that's that stage. I'm just looking through my paints here to discover what the next colour will be. This is what I use for like the tarpaulins and things. This one hasn't got one. If there's like tarpaulins like here, I use Vallejo Panzer Ace canvas. This one is Lona. Oh no, that's the Italian name. It's just 319 canvas. I give it that, and then I go over it with the Agrex Earth shade 50/50, and then just highlight it back with canvas. What else do I do? What other colours? Yeah, the drivers, I do them the same colour as I do my infantry. What have I got? The lights I do like I do them yellow. I've got the Uriel yellow, and then a little dot of flash gates, and then after that a really tiny dot of Vallejo white. This one, the game colour white. It's a beautiful colour, dead white, lovely colour. Again, 72001. And then once I've done with that, I then take the Citadel colour. I'm not sure if it's available anymore. Last time I looked online, it wasn't available. It was sold out. And it's called Typhus Corrosion. And what I'll do is I'll liberally coat all of the wheels and the tracks in Typhus Corrosion. And then when it's a bit wet, I'll just drop a bit of Forge World weathering powder, just a little bit, not a lot, and it just sort of thickens it up and makes it look like mud on the tracks, and a little bit around the track guards and around the front, just to make them a little bit dirty. Oh, sorry, before I do that, I add the decals, and then I weather it. And then I use a little bit of the fresh engine oil from MiG around where the fuel tanks will be. If they've got some of the extra bits on them, like the fuel tanks here, then I'll throw some around that. What I like to do, it's not very true, but I like to give the fuel tanks a red colour. I'm looking for the red colour. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, mahogany brown. I give it a mahogany brown, and it just makes them red. It just gives them a little bit of a colour. It just pops, and yeah, they call me crazy. I'm crazy, but I just like to add a little bit of colour to my tanks. I did it to the desert tanks. Let me grab one, and I just think, I don't know, it's not necessary. Oh, sorry, it's not that colour. I'm lying. It's cavalry brown. This is the colour I do my fuel tanks. And if you look at my mid-war stuff, I mean, it just looks great. You know, it doesn't. Obviously, in a war, you're not going to paint your fuel tanks red. But I just think when you're looking at it from the table, it pops. Ignore the decals; they need to be matte varnished, but I'm not finished with them. But this is a bit of what I went with the Typhus Corrosion, and then a little bit of like an orange paint just to make them look a little bit rusty. I went a bit too far with these, but oh yeah, and then the tools. The tools is a also a Games Workshop colour. I believe. No, it's not. It's a Vallejo colour. And it's a flat earth. So that's 70983. Dropping stuff tonight. And that's what I paint my wood in. That's it. Yeah, obviously I've got the Challengers, the Cromwells, sorry, the Comets, the Challengers, the Cromwells ready. These are ready. The Cheffies are ready. I still haven't decided what to do with the Kangaroos, so I'm doing nothing at the moment. Oh, the Archers are ready as well. I'm not doing anything with the Kangaroos, and obviously I've got Cuckoo. Just this one's a resin and a metal model with the plastic tracks. It's Aus G, so it's the right model with the Zimmerat. So this will be painted up, and then they'll have the nice Cuckoo decal on it, if I can find somebody with American decals, because I don't really want to spend €9 for a decal set just to cut Cuckoo out and then but if I need to, you know, I'm crazy enough to go and do that. So that's this is my painting table at the moment. Any comments, let me know, and please subscribe. I'm trying to build my channel a little bit. I'm trying to do weekly videos. I really want to get these guys finished before the Astra militarum drops. I'm going to order tomorrow at least 2 of the starter boxes. I'm thinking I need a 3rd one, but I'll definitely order 2. Once these are finished, my next concern will be getting the Astra militarum boxes built, painted, ready to play. I have got some Astra militarum tanks, and they're based roughly on World War II British. You know, they've got the Scion berry heads. The camo is yeah, it's just a nice camo, and then they're weathered a little bit. This one's a kit bash Chimera with the turret at the back. So yeah, this is my Astra militarum, but I've sold all the infantry because I don't want a mixed match of old infantry and new infantry. So I'm busy now with getting the Lehman Russes done. I've got 2 Lehman Russes to do to finish. I've got a Basilisk still to finish. This needs outlining. It's still on loose. It needs outlining, weathering, pin washing, everything. And a Hydra. I started with the outlining of the camo, and I got bored and went back to Flames of War. So yeah, that's as far as I've got at the moment with the Astra militarum. All of the Astra militarum tanks have got the sponsors magnetized, just magnetized, and obviously all the weapons are loose. And then I've also got the barrels are magnetized for the demolishers and the plasma cannon ones, so everything's all right. I'm busy with the dozer blades for them. I've got enough to do, and then when the Astra militarum models drop, I managed to find somebody who was going to supply me with some buried heads from the Scions, so I took all of them. I think there's about 80 in there, so that'll get me going. That'll keep me going for the first boxes anyway. And I had also kick-started Victoria Games for their resin Halflings. I don't know if you can see the details on these guys. They're lovely. So a friend of mine, Raphael, he's got a resin 3D printer. So I sent him the STLs, and I said, right, print me a set. So he's done a wonderful job of printing these off. Some of them are not so great on the bases. He had a really lot of trouble with them. This one's not on the base, so it's also got a female head on it. Some of them have got, this one's got a female head as well. Some of them got female heads, some of them got the male heads, and there was also an option for the gas masked heads. So he made me a mismatch of all of them. You know, I've got a complete set of perfect ones, and he sent me all of the bits of the failed prints, or the ones that weren't quite up to what he expected, what his standards are. So, you know, here there's a little bit of the base missing here. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to painting these up. When the new codex drops, I'll be running a squad of 10. This guy's here's got his second breakfast. Amazing details. They're lovely models. So yeah, that's the painting table at the moment. Thanks for watching. I'll post a video on Sunday evening, I think, after I've had my game against Danny, to let you know how my list goes. I'm hoping to have these at least tabletop ready, maybe not the decals on and stuff, but I'll get them at least three colours down, and then we can see how we get on Sunday against Danny. Hopefully it'll go well. I'm looking forward to it. If not, I'll have to alter the list. So yeah, that's me for now. I'm babbling a little bit. Cheers guys, see you later.